hit What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode from Broke to Millions, where we share you how you can grow in real estate, whether you're a newbie or a novice or very experienced. We're going to show you how you can make millions of dollars, man. We're going to take you from the pain to the pleasure, man. Hey, and we're all going to show you with you the promise. Look, we got a major episode today. We're going to share all the things that we have about hotels. I mean, guys, I don't know if you know, but man, there's over $250 billion worth of hotels going to come into terms this year. And already, just in the first quarter, $2 billion worth of hotels have already been given by the bank. And that was just from 2 developers. Just 2 development groups already turned in $2 billion worth of developments. There's more to come. I mean, let me tell you something. Since we on this right now, like, guys, we all talk about it was a recession. Well, we didn't get a recession, but I think they call this the pullback. And what's happening is it's a pullback because now the feds aren't lending. So what happens is when people go out and the banks lend their money, right? And so once they lend their money, the feds then buy back the debt. And then what happens, they get reimbursed, and they go lend that money out again. Mm-hmm. Well, now the feds have limited how much they're going to lend back or give back to reimburse. So, like, here's a perfect example. My guy, Matt, he's an investor, and we do deals together, but he ended up buying on an auction site. He bought like a mini hospital for $6 million, all right? Mm-hmm. I think it was a veterans or something like that, but it has $900,000 in NOI. Man, $900,000 in NOI. $6 million. $6 million, yes.
That's crazy.
At a 10, look, that's a 15 cap.
Yeah,
that's a 15 cap. This thing is worth at least 8 or 10%. At a 10 cap, it's worth $9 million. All right, so it's at least worth $9 million. But here's the thing: the reason he was able to get the deal, they were saying, hey, this has to close, and you got 30 days to close. Well, no bank is going to lend to you right now. And I just told you, there was a bank, they were teaming up together. So some banks do what they call syndications, meaning they'll borrow money, they'll joint venture to lend a loan. Well, they joint ventured and only could do $1.5 million. What? And so, listen, he needs $6 million. The bank only going to give $1.5 million and give a reimbursement to that.
Man. That's crazy.
So he killed it. So somebody's going to lend to him, and he'll get some favorable terms, but he's not going to get no money for about 6 months. So guys, you finally waiting on that deal. You keep saying you're waiting to get started. Now is I'm telling you, it's the time. And one other thing, we just jumped right in today. Yeah. One other thing, guys, AI is here to stay. And you better learn how to work with it. And listen, I'm not against college. I went to college. I love my school. I went to Tuskegee University.
College too.
And it helped me get to where I am. But if you don't get your kids out there learning some businesses online, the crypto, stock market, Toro, some hustle, something, marketing, media marketing, your kid's going to be out of job. Over 300 million jobs are going to go away in 10 years across the world. Now, I'm not saying that to scare you, because with 300 million jobs going away, there's going to be new jobs that come. For example, like when farmers were around, right, or the warehouse jobs, right, they were doing all the labor by hand. Like Ford, they were doing the labor by hand, but then these machines came in, right, and people were losing jobs, but they became more efficient. And so what I'm telling you is, if you've been waiting, stop. It's time to execute. All right, I'm gonna share this over and over. This is my new mantra. You know, there's an idea, and then there's execution, and then there's space, and then that space is death. That's the valley.
Yep.
and all the dry bones are in the valley.
That's the valley of procrastination.
There you go. The largest nation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, guys, on Instagram, on Facebook, so glad to see you here. Type in the chat where you're checking in from, what you came to learn today. We're so happy to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're telling, man, today's show is brought to you by From Broke to Millions. All right. If you haven't got this book, you need to get it. It shares my true story, how I went from broke to millions, how I found apartments. Literally, I was couch surfing. I was homeless. I got evicted out of my own home, and I share with you the mindset I had to use to get out of that. You know,
after you get this book, you will have zero excuses as to why you cannot buy an apartment building.
Absolutely.
You have no money. It's right here how Mike did it and how you can do it too. Your credit sucks. It's right here, you know, how Mike did it and how you can do it too. Yeah. Right? So no more excuses. Get the book from BrokeToMillions.com.
Yeah, get that book, man. And we got audio available now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you can listen to it in the car while you're doing it. All right.
Next one.
Yeah, go to the next one here. The next one is brought to you by Soto. That's our new development. It's a 35 condo with a 120 key hotel with 4,500 square feet of retail space. Beautiful restaurant. We're going to bring in one of the top chefs in the country to be a part of this restaurant.
Nice.
So look, man, if you want to be a part of this project or you just want to be a part of our investor list, go to NassauInvest.com. That's NassauInvest.com.
All right. Next one.
Look, guys, today, and you got that back on me. We're going to bounce back and forth here. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to direct to you. I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to teach you how to retire in 1 year through hotel investing.
Who wants to retire in 1 year, guys?
Do I have anybody on here that want to retire in a year? Yes or yes? Is that something you want to do? Instagram, I'm looking out there. You want to retire? I see. Do you want to retire in a year? We have the way. All right?
Yeah.
And hotels is the opportunity. Like I said, I'm going to just keep saying, $250 billion worth of hotels are coming due.
That's crazy.
And guess what? These hotels are going to turn them over. Because they're like, I'm not taking that. Because these PIPs, and people don't know what a PIP, that's a property enhancement program. Basically, it's a renovation. Mm-hmm. The renovation, the hotel brands are requiring them to finish it. Like COVID is over, they're like, get to work. But now they're like, man, the rates are jumping up and you want me to renovate? Like, man, I'm still making my money back that I lost during COVID. Let's go to the next one, Walt, man. I don't know if they're ready. So the goal for this training today is why hotels and how you can retire in 1 year through hotels. Anybody ready for that? Does anybody like hotels? Do you like hotels? You like hotels?
Well, my kids love the pools in hotels. But hotels are great investments if you can get them at the right price. And now is that, you know.
And we're going to share all the secret sauces about hotels. I'm going to tell you a lot of things today, but like there's other thing that's even deeper, you know, like the operations and the management and the tax. Right? Oh, I'm just giving stuff. Let's get going, man.
Next slide.
So the big lie about retirement, oh my gosh. I don't know about you, but growing up, it was you're working hard for 30, 40 years for 40, 50 hours a week so you can retire to get that gold watch.
That's crazy.
And it ain't even a Rollie, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a Timex. It's that old Timex gold. Like, I don't even know if that's real. Like, if you drop it in the water, it's going it might melt.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, so I mean, the big lie about retirement is you got to work. Like, do you realize working hard is not going to get you anywhere?
Yeah, working hard on the wrong things.
There you go. Now, if you working right and smart, that's going to get you somewhere. But working hard, you're not. That's not going to. That's what are you going to do like that? Like, I mean, you're wearing yourself out. You're
Yeah.
missing the precious time with your family working. Like,
Right.
you're missing dinner.
Yeah, and the
And my wife don't
thinking
even cook dinner, but we missing dinner, man.
and excuse me, and the thinking that that have been popularized by by the media and so on is that you work for a W-2, right? You save money in the 401k, you wait 30, 40 years, and then you can retire. Well, that is just a big lie, guys, because we will show you why or how you can retire in
Now I
just
wish-
1 year.
Now I wish I had my board up here. Now I was ready to teach them about the big lie.
Okay,
That's all right. We'll come back.
we'll
But
do it next time.
but now I will say this. Most of them, if they working that long, they'll at least have 300,000 to 400,000 in retirement.
But yeah,
But dude, what do you?
but
You're
that-
still
that-
broke.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
You're broke.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
exactly.
sorry. I mean, you still gonna have to work. Okay, because by the time you retire, you're 65. All right, and you used to living off of, I don't know, 70, 80 grand a year, maybe. Some less, some more. But okay, let's say you were living off 100. You only got 300 left. That's gonna be gone in 3 years.
Yep. Exactly. Okay, so next slide. There's a solution, guys.
What's the solution? Well, if we told you can retire with just one hotel, every hotel I do makes $100,000 in cash flow after paying my investors and partners. Guys, how will $100,000 a year help you? I mean, is that okay?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
realize-
if you have money coming in, 100,000 a year, right? You can definitely. Well, for a lot of people, they can leave their jobs today.
And and look, I start off with 1 year because I don't know what your belief system is, right? Some of you, if I talk too big, you'd be like, oh no,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So I'm gonna keep it in the realm you understand. First of all, I know for a lot of people, they're like, man, I didn't even know I can own a hotel. A lot of people, I didn't realize people thought that all the hotels were owned by like Marriott or Hilton.
yeah,
No, these hotels are franchised, and you can be an owner.
Yep.
Now, one thing I am predicting, you're going to see a lot more small boutique lifestyle brands coming out even more. Everybody's kind of doing their thing, but Airbnb, it will still be around, but you're going to have to convert into smaller motels because a lot of, if depending on where you at, a lot of cities are cracking down on Airbnb.
Right.
So I'm not saying you can't make money with it. I'm not telling you that. I mean, I know people do extremely well
Yeah.
with Airbnb.
But guys, so let's say you failed at this, in quotation marks, and it took you 2 years to retire with a hotel, or even 3 years to retire in a hotel. Guys, that beats working 30 years, right?
I think so.
Right? It's like
And
so-
hard.
Right, exactly.
Like getting
exactly.
up, listen, getting up every day at 7 in the morning, like the Groundhog Day.
Yep.
Let me ask you something. What keeps you up at night? Like you everybody out here on Facebook, on Instagram, on Zoom. Really, what keeps you up at night? What has you looking up at the ceiling, staring at the ceiling, and afraid to close your eyes? Right? You want to close your eyes, but you can't. And then finally, when you finally do close your eyes, you don't want to wake up because you don't want to start all over again.
You don't want to work. Like, the highlight of your week is the weekend because you hate Mondays, because going back to
Do you know? That is a true. I love every day.
Yeah.
You know, Monday.
I actually
great
look
day.
forward to Monday.
Magical Mondays.
Yeah.
I love magical Mondays.
Yep.
Wednesday, hump day, but it's all still the same. Like, I don't care if it's Saturday, Sunday. I'm on vacation on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation on Tuesday.
And guys, Mike has done it. That's why he can confidently talk with you that it is possible. So, Mike, talk about this.
Look, I did in 2009. Like, I bought a lot. Like in 2009, that's when I came stable. That's when the Great Recession came. And I bought as many foreclosed properties I can. I bought non-performing notes. I bought apartments. I bought houses. And man, literally, that's when I came up.
Man, I wish I was buying at that time.
Dude, I was so
That's like missed opportunity.
And listen,
Okay.
the reason I'm jump at, but the reason I was able to do that because I lost everything. When I went broke, because now see people are like I'm so afraid to fail, but in your failures are your education. Do you realize success is nothing but a stack of mistakes?
Yeah, in fact, you have to go through failure to succeed. Think about that one.
Ooh, see that man. Wait, that was a good one, brother. That was a good one.
That's a good one. You like that? But that's true, though, right? I mean, just looking at your experience, like
I mean, dude.
you know.
So what was so great about it? Not only in 2009, 2010, 2011, when people were struggling, I came and helped them out of their situation and
Yeah,
made money
like
with them.
Nate, yep.
Nate was in bankruptcy.
Right.
I pulled him out of that. And that's where we became partners and worked. I think we did a little work together, but we pulled him out and Nate, yeah, he was great. And then cash flow from these houses and notes paid all my living expenses. And that was the first time, well, it wasn't right then, but I was really breathing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to hustle. I mean, I wasn't killing it, but I mean,
But at least all your living expenses are covered by your
I mean,
properties. Technically, you're retired.
Yeah, I was
you know?
making $300 to $500 in my sleep.
Nice.
Every
Think about
year.
that. So guys, that's the key. You know, the mentality with retirement is like you save 30, 40 years to have like a nest egg of $1 million, right? And then from there, right, like you get 4% per year. 40,000. That's your
Absolutely.
that's the retirement, quote unquote. However, you can do it a lot faster than 30 years by buying enough properties with enough cash flow to cover all your expenses. That's the strategy. That's the new paradigm that you know that we want to teach you guys. You don't have to save 30, 40 years, but you need to invest for a few years.
Saving ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Yep,
man.
exactly.
And trying to be debt free. Debt free just means you ain't got no bills, but you still broke.
Yep, exactly.
Don't go broke, man. It's time to get that money.
All right, next
My
slide.
gun ain't working. I'm broke, I guess. All right, let's go to the next one. Y'all broke my money gun. I got too much. Come on, Walt. Let's go on to the next one, brother. So, I know some of you thinking that, Mike, you were lucky. Real estate was cheap in 2009. And, nah, I came at the right time, man. And guys, I'm
Next
telling
slide.
you, you're saying I was lucky. Well, now it's your time to be lucky.
Yep, you are all about to get lucky.
I'm telling
like, right
you,
now, it's happening right now.
I'm telling you, right now is the time. I can't. Hold on, let me get in this camera. Right now, are you hearing me? It's time. Listen, it's so much money, right, man. Look,
It's crazy. It's going to be crazy.
You got to go get it. If you don't know how to raise money, you better learn. I'm gonna be stuttering on here. It's now is the time.
I know it's like too exciting. It's like 2009 all over again, guys.
Oh my God.
It's 2009 all over again.
And then instead of me buying, and listen, I'm not talking down, but instead of me buying small single family houses and 4 units, I'm gonna be buying 100, 300, 800 unit complexes.
Nice.
I'm gonna buy, a portfolio hotels.
Yep.
And we're gonna set ourselves up right this time.
Yep. That's your, with houses and apartments, Mike went from broke to millions. With hotels, he will go from millions to billions. And we want to take you along that journey, that ride, so that you guys can retire from your W-2 with just one hotel. Okay?
Anybody want to go on that ride? Anyone want to take that train to Georgia, Florida, Texas, South Carolina? All right, guys, look, this training today is for newbie investors. So we got any newbie investors? If you're on Instagram, Facebook, throw your hearts up. If you're a newbie, investor, but listen, it doesn't matter if you're a newbie. We have something for you. Even if you're experienced, we got experienced investors in hotels or large apartments. Listen, if you are, look, we're going to supercharge your cash flow, and we're going to put a hotel in your portfolio. I see you on Instagram. So we got everybody, but like, I like to share all that I have here. So why should you listen to me? Well, look, man, I've been doing hotels over the last 5 years. I currently own 4. I'm building the 5th one. I got one at Home2 Suite, Staybridge. We're doing a $110 million project in the heart of Sarasota, Florida, prime downtown. And we're also starting our own management company as well. Nice. So we're really going to be expanding. And guys, oh my gosh, I'm going to stick to hotels because I just learned some great news today as well. I got to say it. Even though some of you are apartments, some of you are hotels, but even the apartment scene is going to pop off, man.
Yeah.
Affordable housing is huge. And I've already been given the word that, like, all I got to do is turn paperwork in, and they're going to give me grant money, forgivable money.
Really?
Fund the gap, because it's such a demand.
I haven't heard this before.
Yeah, I know.
Which area? Like,
I'm not telling you.
You're not, okay. Not yet.
You ain't going in my neighborhood. Well, I'm going to get paid.
Okay. We'll
tripping, bro.
We'll keep it confidential for now.
What the hell is going? Like this mother sucker out his mind.
But what if they can help us find properties? I don't know, or find land to develop.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
man, you tripping? Stick to hotels. Let's stick to this. Is my fault. I'll start talking about. All right. Let's go to the next one, man.
We get too excited. But like, fine. Mike succeeded. But really, as we said, he failed through to succeed. But go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I lost $400,000 on the development. You guys don't want to do that. Don't do that. He tried to bully me.
Yeah, that billionaire.
Who tried to kick me? Yeah, I was like, man, get the flock out of here, dude. Like, That's crazy. Like, man, I wasted 5 years of my life stressing myself out, and you don't want to go through that. I'm just telling you. Like, you can get it on your own, and you probably will figure it out, but why? Why
waste 5 years and lose 400,000 when you can do it a lot sooner with a lot less cost?
You know what? I need to show them. Well, I don't know if we have enough time, but if we have enough time, I'm going to share with them a story.
Okay. All right.
I'll share a story. All right. So
next slide.
And listen, not only did I lose 400,000, and I spent 5 years. I spent over 20,000 getting courses and attending conferences to meet different people on this.
Yep.
That was just a lot of money. But look, all of that information helped me crack the code and move forward and acquiring hotels. And today, after 5 long years of investing, man, I figured this out, bro. And we're about to go get it. And I've already taught this same code to these people, and they've already came hotel on it. Like, look, did you hear what I said? I spent 5 years and $420,000, and then that include me traveling. That I ain't gonna necessarily say I lost. And I don't even count the time I own it and I had to learn the management systems. So I didn't get into that. So really it cost me more than that.
Yeah.
But I taught these 3 people right here, not just those, but these are 3 that literally within months, they owned the hotel.
That's crazy.
And they didn't go through anything I went through.
Yeah. So it's like, you want to do it yourself and then risk suffering all that losses and lost time, which you cannot get back, or learn from someone like Mike, so that, like these people, it took them months instead of years.
I mean, Davon, she's going to be featured in Wall Street
That's
here
crazy.
in a couple of weeks.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and then Johannes, he's already got the city wanting him to do more hotel deals. And Dia, she's the gangster.
Yeah, yep. The Asian gangster. So today we're going to teach you these 3 secrets investing in hotels. Go ahead,
man. Tell them about the 3
so
secrets,
we'll teach you secret number 1, hotels produce multiple streams of massive income. Okay. Secret number 2, hotels can be bought for no money down. That's pretty exciting. I know for a lot of you, especially as we get a lot of foreclosures out there, right? And then, we will show you an example that Mike bought, like no money down. And then secret number 3, big deal hacking, we call it big deal hacking. It's the best way to buy hotels. So next slide.
So look, secret number one. I mean, you can produce multiple streams of income
With hotels.
Yeah, and be financially free faster.
Okay.
Like that's the whole point. Like some of you believe like you got a money problem. And what I'm telling you, a lack of money is not the problem. It's the symptom of the problem. Your problem is you're not making money fast enough. Because if you could make your salary in 1 month, wouldn't that be so much better? Would that take away a lot of your problems?
Yeah, so meaning like if you can make what you make in 1 year in just 1 month,
Yeah.
how will that change your life?
Yeah, and then duplicate it. All right, so look, I'm gonna show you. Let's show them this one, man. So we got multiple streams of massive income in hotels, but let's just compare it to apartments, okay? So this 100 unit, the rent is $800 a month. It has 90% occupancy, and then so I'm gonna say 50% of that goes to expenses. So 50% go to NOI, 50% go to expenses. You got 100 unit. So your net operating income before debt is like over $400,000 a year. You see that? So that's good. I mean, you got 100 unit, you get $800 a month, you net 400 grand a year before debt. I'll take that deal. But let me show you what a hotel looks like.
Next slide.
So with 100 room, I'm getting $100 a night, 365 days. And look, let's say I'm only doing 65% occupancy, and I net 30% to my bottom line. I'm almost doubled what I was making.
Yep.
I went from 400 grand a year to 700 grand a year.
Nice.
And guess what? Now
Next slide.
here's one thing. You go to the next one, but here's the thing. I probably bought that 100 room hotel cheaper than I bought that apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're like, wait, what? What do you mean? Yeah, I probably bought this $700,000 hotel
Income.
Yeah, it's really all you're buying income.
Yep.
I bought this income cheaper because apartments are selling at like 4 to 6 cap. I bought this hotel at 8 to 9 cap.
Yeah, or sometimes 10 cap.
Yeah, sometimes a 12 cap.
Yep. Think about that, guys. So if you're buying an apartment between 4 to 6 cap, right, making you $432,000 in income, and you're buying a hotel with more income, right,
Let's go ahead.
at a 8 to 12% cap, you're paying a lot cheaper for more income for a hotel versus an apartment building. Let's just use 6% for an apartment, and then let's use 8% for a hotel.
Yeah, so at 8, almost, listen, at a 432,000 NOI at a 6 cap, that came out to be 7.72. Okay? It's a little more, but I can buy, you know what? No, right now we're buying at 8 caps, 8.5. So 750 divided by 8.5 cap. That's 8.3 million. Okay, I paid $1 million more to make $300,000 more.
That's crazy.
I'll take that deal.
I don't know if
But if you want to compare apples to apples, okay, 432,000 divided by a 6 cap, that's 7.2 million, right? So you guys see that? I don't know if you can see that. That's 7.2 million. If I bought a hotel, 432,000, same income, but I'm buying it at 8.5 cap, I bought it at $5 million.
So for the same income for an apartment, you actually pay $2 million more.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So at a 6 cap on a $400,000 NOI, $7 million, hotel $5 million. Oh, first of all, why wouldn't you do that? Why are you going to do all that work? I mean, you're getting less money. And you're going to hire somebody else to manage and run for it. Okay, I'm getting tired.
Okay.
Let's talk about this case study that I did. This is a deal that I just did. And we're going to close on this. Well, we closed on it, but what I mean, sell it. I'm gonna sell this Hampton Inn, but I'm gonna share with you the numbers first. All right, so we got a 145 key hotel, 86 rooms, and
Hampton.
in the Hamptons, 86 rooms. We bought it just shy of 14 million with a capex and some other bringing the mortgage current and other things like that. I mean, basically we were all in for 18 million.
Next slide.
But check this out. The Staybridge has an NOI of 1.5 before debt. The Hampton is 650, which it actually should be more. But total, I got about 2.15.
Yeah, we need to update the slide.
Yeah, it's more than that. But even just being conservative, 2.1 in NOI before debt. All right, but listen, my debt between both the hotels is, I think, 100.
100,000 per.
Yeah, so 1.2. 1.2, and those aren't the good numbers. That was like conservative. 1.2. Yeah.
So the cash flow is 900,000 a year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just shy of $1 million. I'm gonna add $1 million.
And that's cash flow. Right?
That's cash flow.
That's net after debt. So that's crazy.
And and that Hampton Inn, that was a fire sale. I'm actually gonna sell that in Hampton for at least 9.5. So really this is worth 28, 29. So I mean,
let's change the slide right now.
So like that's very conservative. And then you got multiple streams like my Courtyard that has a bar.
Yeah, that's we're talking about just one stream, right?
Yeah, I didn't even. That's just the room revenue. But my hotel has a bar. Now my hotel in Sarasota, that'll probably generate $1 million and a half.
Just from beverage,
and we'll net 20%.
Really?
25% at least minimum.
Man, just on.
And I'm a lease the restaurant part out though.
Nice.
And I mean, but there's meeting space. There's little convenience store. You can sell laundry. What else we got that we can do? I mean, there's just so many different things that you can generate income off of, man. Like just that alone can add $100,000. I'm being conservative, but you can add an additional $100,000, which create a $1.2 million increase in value. Oh my goodness! Now, who wants that? Who would want an extra, just by putting an extra 100,000, creating another million or 1.2 million in value? Johannes, I mean, literally, he went from 0 to 3 hotels in just 7 months. I mean, guys, this is something you guys can do if you get with the right people there. All right.
There's an example of this.
Go ahead, share my this hotel.
Yeah, so this hotel that one of the hotels that that Johannes purchased. So you can see there, guys, purchase price of 620. It's grossing 200,000 plus for a 620,000 purchase price. That's crazy.
And that's a little one.
I cannot find an apartment that can gross like that for a 620,000 purchase price.
Now, I'm not hating on my man, but Johannes will tell you, he's like, man, if I had to do it again, I wouldn't go that small. He said, I wouldn't go that small.
Yep.
But he ain't mad either. Now, some of you guys are like, well, what about taxes? Man, listen, hotels is almost better than having a self-directed IRA.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean?
Dude, you got so much depreciation and you can cost seg that you I know people, that $1 million we won't even pay taxes on. We'll pay state taxes, but we won't pay any federal taxes.
So that 950,000, those 2 hotels, you'll pay 0 in federal taxes because of accelerated depreciation through cost segregation. And again, guys, because hotels is a combination of real estate and business, some of the business equipment, you can depreciate it a lot faster than real estate.
Absolutely.
And therefore, you can get a lot of tax, deductions, right? So, all right. Next slide.
So you might be thinking, Mike, I don't have the money to buy hotels. I get it.
Yep.
Neither did I. You can do hotels with no money down. Guys, in my book, I shared how I did multiple deals with no money out of pocket. Well, guys, you can still do deals yourself with no money out of your pocket. And there's multiple ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Here's 5 techniques that you can do. One is seller's equity. Like we have the seller putting in money in all the time. Technique number 2, you can use the current lender's money, right? You can assume the mortgage. Like I assume the mortgage on deals. On the last 2 hotels, or 3 hotels,
right?
I assumed the debt. The other way, I did it through syndication, OPM, which we just finished an amazing challenge.
Yeah, OPM
today.
challenge.
We just did an
crazy.
OPM challenge. We help people raise money today, life changing. We'll tell you about that later. And then using cash from the deal itself, and then using cash from multiple sources. Like guys, so my point is, there's no excuse not to do a deal.
Yeah.
You know, the reason why most of you don't do deals is fear. And fear is finding excuses and reasons.
Fear is finding excuses and reasons. I love that.
Yeah, and all you got to do is get with a team, because with a team together, everyone acquires money, accumulates money.
Yeah.
Acquires. That's either way.
And it's the know-how and the know-who.
Oh man, that's everything.
Yep. If you know how to do it, and you know the right people to do it with,
you just get in the right community, and you got it, bro.
Now let's talk about this. Cash from multiple sources. Next slide. So can I explain this? Yeah. So for example, you have a $10 million hotel, right?
Yep.
That you're buying.
Yep.
Typically, the first lender will lend you 65%.
Yep.
Right. And then on top of that, you can get PACE. So PACE financing is financing for, you make your hotel more green efficient, more environmentally friendly, or more efficient, blah blah blah, like high efficiency windows, etc. That's just an example, right? So you get 10% from PACE, and then you can negotiate with the owner. Why don't we joint venture? Blah blah blah. You can keep 10% ownership, but in exchange you get 10% owner financing, and voila, now you're down to 85%, right? Your capital stack is 85%, so there's 15% left. Now, here's one thing that you can do, right? So, 10 million purchase price, right? Then you go back to the seller and say, you know what? I want a 500,000 buyer's credit at closing. So what does that mean? You get that at closing, $500,000, right? Now, the seller will tell you, well, why will I agree? Why will I agree to that? Well, let's increase the price to 10.5 million.
Yep.
Right? And then, but I get 500,000 at closing.
There you go.
So now you went from supposedly 10 million, you need 15 million in down payment.
Yes.
I mean, no, 1.5 million in down payment.
Yes.
Now you go from 1.5 to now like just a little bit over $1 million.
Yes.
Right? And then every property almost, right? You walk through the property, especially with the property inspector, with hotels, what is it called? Like engineer, is that?
Yeah, you get an engineer report.
Right, engineer report. And the engineering report, or the property inspection report for apartments, for example, it will identify what's the deferred maintenance needed for the next 1, 3, and 5 years. Right?
There you go.
Then you tabulate that, let's say what you need in the next 3 years, whatever, and then you can negotiate with the seller, can I get a deferred maintenance credit on this?
Yes.
Which is, let's say you were able to negotiate $500,000. So now you went from 1.5 million that you need down to 575,000.
And look, that's an easy raise.
Yeah. Yep. Mike can raise that in a few minutes.
Oh, that's a phone call.
Like one phone call, Mike can raise
guys,
that.
You'll be able to do the same thing once you start learning how to raise capital and you start building your group. But literally, when you first starting off, 2-3 million may be a challenge for people. But now I got people, man, they raising 2-3 million in like a day.
Yeah.
A phone call.
Yep. Our master members do that
every
all
day.
the time. Like iInvest, raised so far like $14 million. So.
So on this hotel, Home 2, we assumed the debt value prior to COVID was $12 million. We assumed at 8.3. They waived fees. I mean, we just brought just shy of $1 million, and I mean, we took over.
Think about that, guys.
I mean, like I brought $1 million to the table. And that was really just to bring it current.
Right.
Let's go on to the next one, man. like Dia, she bought her 48 key hotel in the Ozarks. And me and my man Nate helped her out with that one, and she just knocked it out of the park. And now she has 4. Is that right?
Yeah, 4 hotels now.
Yeah, she's did some smaller ones, all unbranded, and she's crushing it. Like, she's using her new automation system.
Nice.
She brought her Airbnb system automation and brought it into her hotels, like, which is amazing.
Nice. Cool.
So look, you're like, well, I don't know how to find or manage these hotels. Well, look, I'm gonna show you how to handle that, man.
Next slide.
The best way to hotels is through big deal hacking. That's the secret number 3. All right. I mean,
Next slide.
when you have this group, like, you'll have access to net worth and liquidity to buy them. You have to, like, when you want to buy hotels, listen, it's just not easy, right? When you want to buy a hotel, they request that, in the request, you got to have a net worth and liquidity.
Yep.
I didn't have that when I started.
Yeah, so what that means, guys, is like if you're buying a $10 million hotel, let's say that's the loan amount, right? Your net worth or the net worth of the general partners have to be at least $10 million, right? So if you don't have the net worth, then it's going to be hard for you to get a hotel, okay? So,
and then you have to have hotel operation experience. Like, so you got a JV with somebody, because most of you haven't even done it before.
yep.
Right? And then you have to have the down payment and cash reserves. Like, those are the first 3 challenging steps that you have to go through in order to get a deal.
And then liquidity, what that means is, I know for apartments, like they need like 6 months of mortgage payments in your bank account as to show liquidity. With hotels, the same
well, they
thing.
want, but they want, not only that, I mean, whatever they lend you, they want to see whoever's signing for the debt, they want to see that liquidity between whoever signed the debt. So if I signed for $10 million, and at the time I didn't have it, so I had to bring our partner in, and they were like, had 20 million liquid.
Nice.
So we came in and put our little Pootananny signatures on there.
There you go. That's actually, that's kind of like spoiler alert, but that's one way for you guys to, like the hack to all of those things is utilizing OP or other people's credit, money, and experience.
Man, every time I tell you guys over and over, leverage other people's experience, leverage other people's time, leverage to get yourself up. The credit, net worth, and liquidity, I got that. I leverage somebody else. I leverage other people's money for my down payment. I leverage other people's experience to get approved for the financing and the franchise. I leveraged my way through it. And I had no shame in my game. I was the main person. See, I took my ego and pride out. I remember, I tell you, my wife would say all the time, like, why are you on this spreadsheet, this executive summary, saying that you are a financial analyst? Like, you the boss. You need to be saying you the boss. Like, man, ain't nobody writing me no check because I'm the boss. They're like, that ain't no experience, but they showed them other people that had it.
There you go. So,
next
slide. Well, so
one of the thing, go ahead.
Yeah, but this is like what we call big deal hacking is your role, guys, is being the big deal maker, right? So you can, have someone bring you the deal. You can, have private investors fund the deal, or you can even have people who can raise money for your deal.
Yeah.
I mean, we have mastermind members whose expertise is raising private capital. They do that all day long, like Keisha Kennedy, all the way from Kuwait. She's raising millions of dollars for apartments here in the US, So, then you can line up, as Mike said, like if you don't have the net worth and liquidity, you can find credit partners who can guarantee the debt, who can sign on the debt. Just like what Mike described, like his first hotel deal, they have 20 million liquidity. I mean, that's like, if I'm the lender, it's like, whoa, let's do it.
I mean, look, man, the bottom line, if you structure everything right, you can bring someone in to help you with everything. Find a deal, fund the deal, manage the deal, sign for debt for the deal. You just need to be the deal maker. That's all I do. I just put stuff together. That's all I've done my whole life.
Okay, here's an example. Next slide.
Like, look, the big deal hacking enabled me to do this deal. What did I do? I'm not an architect. I got one of the best architects out of New York. I've done some development, but I'm not a skilled developer. I got one of the best developers out of Bolivia in the country.
Yeah.
I'm
like
not a realtor.
Rodrigo built like what? Like at least 10 buildings? 18 buildings?
18 towers.
Nice.
I'm not a great realtor. I got the best realtor in Florida, Michael Saunders.
There you go.
Right? I don't have a relationship with the city. I bought one of the best, like, not necessarily litigations, but he's a consultant that works with getting your variances and permits with the city.
Yeah. So guys, what we're teaching you is actually what Mike does every single day. You know,
I put a team together.
Put the team together, put the deal together. You know,
that's
so
it. I know where all the pieces go, and I'm the general.
Yep.
I'm general, and I'm looking for other generals or soldiers that want to go in. That's why I always say I'm looking for Navy SEALs, not baby SEALs.
There you go. Exactly what just Mike described right here.
Yeah, I mean, I just said, I brought everybody to the table.
I mean, even people who raise the money, right?
My brothers,
the brothers, you know,
help raise the money.
Yeah. I also help out raise the money for this. You know,
I mean, but it's a team.
Yep.
Quit trying to do everything on your own. If you keep doing everything on your own, first of all, you'll never scale. You'll never get the opportunity to do big deals like that. And you're going to drive yourself crazy.
Yeah, you'll be limited and stressed out doing things
You'll be more stressed
by yourself.
out.
Yep.
You'll be really more stressed out. I mean, Davon
hacked Mike. Big deal hacked Mike.
I'll be hating on him, but Davon, that's my girl. She take care of us. We hanging out about another week, I think.
Oh, you're going to nap? She's going to nap with us well?
Well, she'll be at nap. We'll hang out tomorrow. And we did a tour of the properties, and we ended up getting hooked up with Beyonce, so we're gonna be hanging with Beyonce.
You're going.
They got us. Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
Another reason why you do hotels, the hotel franchise, the brand bought us box seats for Beyonce. So
nice.
And they do a lot of and hotel groups do the best parties ever. If you don't. If you don't do anything, just get a hotel so you can go to the parties.
Best parties.
Oh my gosh! Because everything, I mean, in style, the champagne, drinks, food, good bands, just great people that just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
No stuffiness. Stuffiness.
That's awesome.
And she helped raise money.
Yeah, think about that, guys. So Mike took 5 years, losing $400,000+. Devon did it in months, and then 2 years? After 2 years, she's part owner of 3 hotels.
Yeah.
With you, so that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love this game, man.
Okay,
you should love it too. I mean, so those are the 3 secrets. Hotels produce multiple streams of income. They can be bought for no money down. And big deal hacking is the best way to buy hotels. And I know some of you thinking already, like, man, that's a lot of information to take in.
Next slide.
All right, you're like these colors on my shirt. It's a lot to take in. All right, it's a lot to take in, man. But let me ask you this question.
Next slide.
If you use this secret one to have multiple streams of massive income from hotels, and you could use secret number 2 and do no money out of pocket, and then 3, get the right team. Let me ask you, Instagram, anybody, do you think you can do this? Type it in the chat. If you use these secrets, do you think you could do hotels as well? I know somebody said something on Instagram there. What anybody saying in Zoom, right? Well, let me tell you the most important secret of them all, right? The most important secret in big deal hackers, you can find the right deals. You can raise money. You can get bank financing. You can profitably operate the hotel. But the important thing is this. Are you ready? You need to know how.
Slide.
and you need to know who. That's everything. You can do all these things, but if you don't know the right people, you don't have the right know-how, guess what? You're going to get stuck like Chuck.
Yep. They'll be like you trying to figure it out like for 5 years. That's crazy.
Oh my God. That was the worst. So look, man, if you'd like me to take you under my wing, train you, coach you, partner with you on a hotel deal, like we would love that.
Next slide, Walt.
So if you're interested in joining our group, just text hotel to 206-803-8068, 206-803-8068. Join our mastermind. We're limited now. But if you're serious about doing hotels or even investing, just text us hotel 206-803-8068. And because we're going to be aggressive.
Yeah, especially with the $250 billion worth of opportunities.
Like, I'm reaching out to you guys now. Like, I'm building an army because I'm not going to miss out on this again.
Yeah, and then Mike, on the other hand, you're working with institutional capital, right?
Yeah.
So that literally, they can raise $100 million just like that.
Yeah.
So how many hotels can we buy, guys, with $100 million the first round, right? Who wants to become part of that, right? So,
so guys, you can be hotel owners. Don't let it be a dream. Don't let it be that idea. Don't let it be a concept. Make it a reality. Just execute.
Yeah.
Just text us, and if not, that's fine. Enjoying. But you got to do something.
Yeah.
Working 30, 40 hours a week
for 30, 40 years.
That's not going to get it.
Yep.
You're not living life.
And then now there is this opportunity that you can cut all of that in just 1 or 2 years. Next slide. So the three people we showed you, yes, they're very successful. This, I literally just got this today, Mike. So Jeff Luster, one of our master members, he's about to close on a hotel. He is like, even in California, right? So you can be like Jeff as well. Again, text 206-803-8068. And then the last person I'd like to share, Walt, is Laura Hoff.
She's a boss, man.
Yeah, this is totally unsolicited. Both Jeff and Laura's, like, totally unsolicited. Laura just replied to one of your posts, and this is what he said. Thanks to Mike, his amazing team and mentorship, my business partner and I, whom she met in our mastermind, right? They're about to go under contract on a 75-key hotel. And then she said that her only regret is she didn't join sooner. Think about that. That's like amazing. How many deals she would have done had she joined sooner, Mike?
Absolutely.
Right? So
again, $250 billion of hotel. Like that's crazy. $250 billion.
Yep. And that's just this year.
Dude. Next
year there will be another 100 billion.
So don't tell
plus.
me you can't get a hotel. $250 billion, right? You get a hotel for $5 to $8 million. You might be able to get one for $3 million.
Yeah.
So there's going to be plenty of work out there for you. 206-803-8068. You can retire with just one hotel. You may make $100,000 a year. Would $100,000 help you? Will that help you retire? Because that's what we want.
I bet that will make you more money than Social Security. Than your Social Security checks, right? So think about that one. One hotel, $100,000 a year, because that's what Mike gets per hotel after paying everybody, partners, investors, right?
Yeah,
that's per hotel.
Like, get out there and get it, man. That's all I want. If my gift,
stop the poor mindset.
Oh yeah, man.
Next
like,
slide.
I just want that. I don't want you having this poor mindset. I keep sharing that today. Poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Yeah.
Is that you? Are you always passing over opportunities?
Right. Guys,
I'm telling you, like I was sharing with people today, man. Like I need my board to share them that, man. That's how much time we got?
5 minutes.
I don't have enough time. I'll share the video. I'm gonna share a video. I did a video about it. Like, I'm gonna tell you about it. Like, guys, you need to become the hero of your story. All right, be the hero of your story. Like in every story, there's this main character, superhero, right? And in every story, they get an actor or actress. Listen, let me go back. Let me explain it like this. Your life is like a blockbuster movie. Do you hear what I'm saying? Your life is like a blockbuster movie. And they have a main character, a hero that's portrayed by an actor or actress, and that actor or actress get paid millions of dollars. And it's this story, this blockbuster formula is congruent with your life, and what it does is based off of 7 pillars. And these 7 pillars, if you follow this formula, it also will be a blockbuster life for you. See, every story has a character, has a hero. That's pillar number 1. And then pillar number 2, they end up having a problem or an opportunity. That's pillar number 2. Then pillar number 3, in that process, they end up meeting a guide or a coach. And then pillar number 4, that coach ends up giving them a plan, right? And then number 5, they get what they call the CTA, a call to action. And in that, then they may have some failures, but they end up going to succeeding. Now that's the formula for a blockbuster hit movie. Now some of you are like, Mike, I don't believe that. Well, look, for some of you old school, there's Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Everybody remember Star Wars? Okay, who was the main character? Luke Skywalker.
That's the episode 4, right?
Yeah. I'm going back to the first one.
Right. That's episode 4.
Like, right, that was the main character. His problem, the Empire was coming to take over. And then he met a guide, a coach, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he gave him a plan. The plan was to use the Force. And then his call to action was use the Force to fight for the rebellions. And because he went to fight, he was able to save, the rebellion was able to stay around and survive and fight off the Empire.
Yeah. But he went to a failure first.
He failed first.
That's why he met Yoda.
He met Yoda. He messed up. And then later on, he's lost his hand. Everybody goes through some drama. That's the formula.
You go through failure to succeed.
Rocky or Creed, right? Adonis. He was the main character, right?
Was the main character.
Creed, Adonis, ain't Adonis' name?
Yeah,
Adonis Creed.
Main character.
Okay, Creed. Jesus Christ.
But the point is,
Adonis, he wanted to fight, but he didn't want it. He didn't know how to do it, right? He didn't know how to get in the ring, and so then he had that problem, and then he ran into Rocky, and then Rocky coached him, gave him a plan, taught him how to fight, and then he had a call to action, and he got in the ring, and he ended up losing almost, but then he won the fight.
there you go.
My point is, in your life, you are the hero. You are the main character in your story, and you have the formula. Why are you going to skip a step?
Don't skip a step.
Listen, guys, you have a problem or opportunity, and then a coach comes and you don't want to use it. Or the coach comes and gives you a plan, you won't follow it. You're going to make a mistake when you have the coach. Look, man, portray yourself as the hero so that you can get paid millions. Portray yourself, don't play yourself. Ooh.
Portray the hero version of you.
There you go, man. So my point is, man, just you have this opportunity to live your life and live it abundantly. And but yet you decide to skip over the formula. You tripping over pennies. Matter of fact, do I got that penny here?
Yeah, that's a good analogy, Mike. Yeah. Like people are looking at the penny and they get blinded by that.
Yeah,
they cannot see the $100.
That's right. You got a penny? Anybody got a penny? We got time. I'll show that story. We got to get out of here. We got that time. I'll share that story another time, man.
Yep.
Hey guys, look, man. That's our time. That's our story for the day. Hey, portray yourself as the hero, not the zero. All right? Portray yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't be poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly, but yet take execution. Be allergic to procrastination and addicted to execution. As always, God bless you. God keep you. May God bless you beyond your belief, but not your capacity. And remember, you're one big deal away. Peace.
See you guys.
Thanks for joining us.